This is Mommying While Muslim, recorded live and unedited. Watch as Zaiba and Uzma record their podcast, see their reactions, and find out for yourself what all the buzz is about.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Mommying While Muslim podcast. This is Uzma Jaffrey.
And this is Zaiba Hassan, and I hear a little bit of a nasally cold, miss. Did you finally catch a cold? You're catching up with me now with all my illnesses I keep getting.
Inshallah, no, I hope not. You're sick like a lot, poor guys over there on the East Coast. Yeah. SubhanAllah, I never get sick. And so when I do, it's like, this is the first time I've had like anything since last year when I had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, SubhanAllah, I don't know where I got it. I was just telling you before the recording. I was like, I have no idea. I only went to work one time and I went to one presentation that I had to give. That's it. Like, I don't understand. So, like you said.
Well, you're frozen a little. Okay, you're unfrozen now. But you like the nasally, like
Phoebe voice.
The Phoebe voice. So, this is actually kind of exciting for you.
Yeah, no, not so much. I don't like being sick in my 40s. It's not fun.
Yeah, especially
everything's dripping.
You're like, everything's dripping. I can't sleep that well. My kids still need me. I still have to do all of the things, and I don't have time to rest.
It's really hard, right? Because the kids want to come and touch on you and come close to you, and you're like, no, get away. I can't let you get sick. And like the little guy's just heartbroken over it. So he's like making sure to hug me around my knees.
Oh, but see, their loving touch actually heals. So
you're such a good mama.
I feel like it heals. But, how have you been? It's been a week since our retreat. And I know you and I were chit-chatting that it kind of took a lot out of us. Like, how are you recovering from that?
I feel like I got rolled over by a Mack truck and I didn't even do like a quarter of the work that you did. It just happened to be very busy for me. I was telling people like I was walking through DFW airport with like 6-inch like red bottoms and my jeans and my face made up. I look like a high class hooker.
She looked like one of those.
I look like
I was telling her. No, what was it called? Like when people have like she's a hijabi hooker. So like we're gonna like people are gonna. A hijabi.
We don't like that word.
We don't like that word. But my point is, you're walking around. I thought she looked beautiful.
I turned some cowboy hats, let's just say. They were like so curious. And it turns out, ladies, if you forget to take comfortable shoes for your transport to the airport, there is no place at the airport where you can buy, those like flexible club shoes.
Yes.
Or like, I don't know. I was like even willing to wear like padded bunny slippers. I didn't care. But yeah, no such luck. So I ended up, by the time I got home, just taking my shoes off and walking through the airport barefoot.
Oh, girl. I hope you had socks on.
I hope I didn't get tetanus.
Oh my God. But you had socks on.
I had socks on.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one, I'm not going to name the names, but there is, I'll share it with you off the recording, but there is a foldable high-end leather slipper shoe that I sometimes put if I'm going to be wearing higher heels, because I hate high heels. Mm-hmm. I pop them in my purse, and that might just be something for you to think about, to keep in your purse for the next time you're running through the DFW airport in 6-inch heels.
I think that'll happen like over my dead body in the future. But how has your recovery been?
Never. I am a self-reflective person, obviously, and I even built in time before and after, as you know, to get set up because I am an empath and because I do a lot of coaching. People think it's hokey, but you really do feed off of people's energy. And this was a highly energetic, very introspective.
Lots of energy transfers happening.
Yeah, a lot of energy transfer. And unfortunately, for me, I'm one of those that actually absorbs people's energy, and it takes a lot out of me, which is why I do more in my own coaching practice. I do more of the group coaching and things like that, because then it's not one-on-one. The one-on-ones really take a lot out of me, and I share that with you. So I literally slept 10 plus hours a night, napped almost every single day, and just allowed myself to just be, and not give myself a hard time that I'm not getting X and Y and Z done. I'm like, it can, it can wait till next week when my body is fully recovered. And I feel like yesterday was the first time I woke up and I was like, okay, I can actually do stuff and I'm going to start doing this. So I put my big girl panties on this morning. I'm like, get to work, start working out, because now we're moving on to our next thing, which is an amazing month at Mommyingwhile Muslim as we closed out our Muslim Moms Are Not Nuns, which is always our highly listened to episodes.
We close it out with a bang too, no pun intended.
We literally close it out with a bang. So if you haven't listened to those, feel free to do so. And obviously they're marked explicit for a reason. And those are probably not the episodes you would listen to in the car with your children. So we do want to say that we mark those down. So Uzma, why don't you introduce what we're doing this month? I am so excited.
Me too, because we've never done anything like this before, but this series is titled Our Favorite Things, nod to the world's most famous businesswoman and I guess day show host, and our favorite things. So it's going to be like our favorite things for you and for you and for you and for you. And I'm so excited. So we'll be featuring...
And why are we doing it right now? So why?
In preparation for Ramadan, I think it's important for people to know, hey, what's a really thoughtful, intentional, useful gift that a mom in my life or a woman in my life would really, really like. So I encourage everybody here to share these episodes with the men in your lives who may be shopping for you for Eid, because, they come home with the weirdest stuff sometimes, like geometric jewelry and just all kinds of weird crap.
Geometric jewelry is nice when done tastefully.
Except sometimes it hurts you.
It does
all those angles when they fall on your joints. It's like, ow, like this is actually painful.
Or you
jewelry.
Scratch your kids.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
Yes. So men, while their intentions are good, let's give them an opportunity to really up their Eid gift game, and for ourselves also to up our Eid gift games there. So we're going to be featuring products that we use, Zaiba and I, very regularly, if not every day. So these are products or services that somehow improve our lives, make it easier for us to be those sounding boards for our audience members, because especially this last week, our DMs have been insane.
Insane.
So we love it. We absolutely love it. But, trying to get back to everybody on time, trying to absorb their curiosity, their fears, their concerns, sometimes just, I don't know how to do this. That takes a lot of energy out of us. So these are products and services that feed our energy. And in turn, we pass that on to you guys by featuring those products this month on our favorite things episodes.
Yes. And honestly, we might have some fun giveaways for people. So please listen to figure out how you can actually, what is the word? Apply, or
how you can win. Yeah.
How you can win.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word is. I have obviously having brain fog today.
We've asked our products and services to provide secret code words. And the first person who DMs or emails that code word to us is going to be the winner of a free prize. So, and they're varying value, whether monetary or in your life. But, we want to offer the opportunity to everybody to benefit from what we've benefited from, because we very much believe in share the khair at Mommyingwhile Muslim.
120%. And another thing we're doing is providing an opportunity for Muslim owned businesses separate and apart just for Ramadan. Because again, we don't do this often because we don't really like to promote products. It's not really our thing. But we are offering 5 more spots. We out of the 10, 5 are already filled from March 1st to April 23rd, 24th till Eid Day. Opportunities for Muslim-owned businesses to come on, get some stories, reels, a live with me, which is always fun, I do have to say, which will go live on our Facebook and our Instagram. We are offering it for a very small fee and an ad on our ad reads this month. So those, as you know, live in posterity, right? That's the word. I literally am having brain fog today. Posterity, meaning people binge listen to our episodes all the time, and we don't take them out. The ad reads that we do inside, we don't take them out at the end of our sponsorship month or time frame. We keep them there so that somebody else newly discovering us listens, they will hear about your product. So if you are interested, you should email Salam, SALAM, at mommyingwhilemuslim.com, and somebody will return to you on how you can purchase a Ramadan special.
I feel like we just literally finished the retreat and already we're worrying about Eid.
I know. Well, that's why we had to do the retreat a little bit earlier for some of us that need to spiritually get more in tuned with what we want to be doing. And that means, creating our own personal mission statement. Like I know for you and for me, like every year around this time of the year, which is really interesting, we kind of go through this like, okay, what do we do next? How do we want to best serve our listeners and our audience? Where do we see Mommyingwhilemuslim going? And this, the retreat helped a little bit with that. So of course you get engaged and excited. And part of the engagement and excitement was like, okay, we really want to focus on helping Muslim-owned businesses. So I am very excited about the next 6 weeks. You know me, I don't necessarily get excited about Ramadan.
No, you don't.
I just am very honest about that.
Editing, post-production,
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
oh, la, 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 la. But this is your baby.
Yes.
And what I love about the Facebook Lives during Ramadan is that I think this is your third or fourth year doing it, right? This is your third year.
Yes.
Doing the Facebook Lives during Ramadan.
Third year. And we get really, really a lot of positive feedback. We get a lot of positive DMs, and we're really introducing our audience to like products that they would not have seen. And by the way, we only really focus on super high quality products. So even though it's not like with our favorite things where we use it every single day, we still go through an editing process to kind of pick and choose the products that we're offering our listeners.
Yeah, but I think for selfish reasons, we're also always on the lookout for like new and improved products that we can add to our lives.
So do we have some teasers and some teaser things that we can kind of offer people?
Yes. Do you want me to share the categories of the products that we'll be featuring every week?
I know. I'm excited to. So I can't win. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're not allowed to win. And I think we need to make it very specific. Our family's not allowed to win because that's happened in a couple of giveaways before.
Yes.
So we love you, family, but you're not eligible if you're related to Zaiba or me. So let's see. So this was our intro. We have services or courses. We have our favorite food brands. This is a big one because we order a lot of food online from different vendors. Our favorite Quran, mindfulness, and Islamic studies services or products.
Mm-hmm.
This one is our favorite our home decor favorites, and then our favorite wearables. So these are things that can go on your body somewhere. So we love these. I promise pasties are not one of them because Muslim moms aren't nuns is over. So
yeah, I'm not.
That is not one of the wearables we have.
I will pass on. I will absolutely pass on that. So I'm excited. So we can't win. Our family members can't win, but you as the listener can win, and we will tell you in each episode how to do that. So stay tuned. That's going to start next week. Correct? It'll be dropping next week, the first episode, next Thursday, the first episode to kind of get us in charge, and other things that you can kind of look forward to, obviously is, I'm providing a little bit of more of these mindfulness things that we're going to be talking about. That was something that we heard and learned at the retreat. That happens to be my area of specialty, and try to translate that into Islamic practices, because part of the journey towards getting ready for Ramadan is not just about the foods and the gifts, right? It's about spiritually cleansing yourself so that you're more receptive to all of the goodness that Ramadan does have to offer, even when you get hangry like myself. So we're going to be doing that as well.
Awesome. Lots of good things. Our episodes will drop every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our goal is to get multiple of our favorite things in one category on one episode. So ideally, you'll get 2 or more of those products or services talked about by the founders on each episode. So Inshallah, we're hoping for 8 new products or services in your lives that we've shared with you. So look forward to that. If you are one of those vendors that we've reached out to, this is what we're doing. So let us know ASAP, because we need to get those that production rolling, because Zaiba will be flying solo for part of this month, inshallah. And I want to
Yes,
make sure
because
that we get all of
why?
our.
Why
I
don't
don't
you
want
tell
to.
everybody
I don't want to release the details of the
why?
secret
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
okay. It's a secret.
Until
I'm
I
gonna let
have
it
it in
go.
my hand, I can't say.
Yeah, I agree, but we're very excited and praying for that, for whatever
Yes.
it is that Uzma needs to do, that she gets it done. So I
Yeah.
am extremely excited for you. But, you know, we always do rapid fire for our guests. And I thought, you know, to end this out, let's do rapid fire for ourselves.
Okay, sounds good. You want me to ask first, or you want to ask me first?
So let's do, what book are you reading right now?
I'm reading The River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty. I finally cracked it open, and I'm like
Yes.
3/4 of the way through. It's just such a nice stroll down memory lane into the Devabad
It
trilogy. I
is.
love it. I love it.
We love her. So if you're listening, let us know. We would love to have you on
Congratulations on the
our
baby! Mashallah.
yay! Yeah, it's very exciting. So
What
let
book are
me
you
see how many
reading?
books I'm read. You know me, I read when I have ADD. Everybody knows that. So as a result of that, I read 2 to 3 books at any given point in time. I
Mhm.
have one on Audible right now, and I'll tell you what's on my Audible. What I was listening, you'll probably think it's boring, but on my Audible, I am listening to, because I was listening to it this morning. The Lean Startup, courtesy.
Oh,
Yes, the Lean Startup. Because we are, even though
a
we're
very
4
late.
years in, we're still technically, we're a very lean startup. And then I'm also reading part of the Devabad trilogy. I didn't really realize that they were short stories. That was my only like,
Mm.
oh, they're short stories, because I
They were
love getting
like
immersed in.
prequels or sequels or intra
Yes.
equals to the
of,
trilogy.
of the
So
characters that we have learned
yes.
to we learning about. And then the other book that I'm reading is Behind the Veil. So it's part of my but I'm listening to, no, 9 Parts of Desire. It's essentially by Geraldine Books. Have you heard of this?
That reminds me of a
um
song. Wasn't there a song, Parts of Desire, when we were growing up?
I don't know, but
Now
this
I
is
got to look that
essentially
up.
about. You have to look it up. It's actually pretty good. It's essentially about a reporter in the '80s that she's an American reporter that went behind the veil to get the introspection and to get the stories of Muslim women, because other people weren't getting those stories. So it's interesting. It's an interesting book. So those are the 3 books that I'm reading right now. So obviously, right, you're sneezing, you're not feeling sick, so maybe I already know the answer of this. What is the emoji that you've used the most in the last 24 hours? And please don't tell me it's the eggplant emoji.
It's the heart. It's the
Okay.
heart. I use the heart one a lot.
It's the
Yeah.
heart.
The red
Everybody,
heart.
it's
I'm
the
not
heart.
even very
The red
creative. I
heart.
just use the red heart unless somebody tells me specifically to give them a different colored heart.
Oh, so what do
Let's
the
see.
colored hearts mean? I'm gonna have to look into that.
You know, some people really drop a blue heart for this particular cause. I think during the Ukraine, we were dropping blue and yellow
Oh,
hearts. Yeah.
yes.
You know, and for Black History Month, they want black hearts or black and red hearts. So different causes. And then sometimes just to be unique, you do it, right? So that the algorithm picks you up. So
I didn't even know that.
let me see what
She
I
knows
want to
so
know
much.
here. If there was one food you could eat every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? And why?
You know, I actually hate food, in the sense that I have a, like, I don't like anything for more than a day. But I
Hmm.
do have to say, like, I don't like leftovers. I like the variety. You know how some people are like, I can eat this for breakfast every day. I'm fine. My husband is like that. You can give him the same 3 or 4 things. He's perfectly content. I'm not like that. But I feel like the best comfort food that I probably, it's shami kebab rolls in homemade chapati. And I used to be so embarrassed when we would pack those as sandwiches and go to different places, right? Like, we're going to go out to the parking lot and eat because you're not allowed to
Great
bring your food into
America.
whatever. Exactly. And I would be so embarrassed by that. But I have to say, like, it's like the perfect comfort food for me.
Chapati is the flatbread, the kind of like
Oh,
very
yes.
village flatbread that we have, and a kebab. So a
Yes.
shami kebab, you just kind of break up the pieces because it comes as a circle. You mash it up and put it in the
I,
chapati and
I
roll it
just
up.
mash it. I
Ah,
mash it. I've been adding avocado to mine because, of course, I'm making the
very
shami kebab.
good.
Like I'm getting all prepped for Ramadan. But
Hmm.
right now, I'm the only meat eater in my house. My boys won't eat kebabs. I have to make everything super plain. I'm the only meat eater that likes spicy food, so I've been making it for myself. And actually, I'm really looking forward to eating my shami kebab roll for lunch
People who don't know
today.
how hard it is to make a shami kebab
It's so
roll,
hard.
I think you deserve a round of applause because I just in the
Yes,
last year learned how to make them. It
they're
is
not
very
pretty
labor
though.
intensive.
But the one
I think they look
my
great.
no, mine are not that pretty because that's why I smush them. Because then I don't have to worry about the aesthetics. That's a
That's funny.
secret trick. It's a
That's the
secret trick.
secret trick.
Okay,
Smush your food so the aesthetics don't matter.
so nobody it goes into your belly at the same thing. Okay, so this is a question that I really want to know from you. What are you doing for self-care these days?
I am actually staying out of the gym. And reason
Mm.
being is I just am feeling like I need to sleep in and I need to sleep
Yes.
more. So I'm listening to my body and I'm letting her sleep because
Yes.
obviously in this power struggle, yes, I realized in the last 10 days, despite the retreat, like my schedule got blown out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I wanted to start training for suhoor and to get up for Ramadan, my body's like, nope, we're not doing this right now. You are going to sleep until 6:30 every morning. So I'm missing my gym time, which was
Okay.
my self-care before the retreat happened. And I'm waiting for that time when my body will say it's time to go back. I think it will be
Okay.
soon.
I
Because
love
before I
that.
got this
And
cold, I was ready to go.
I was going to say it's likely because you have a cold
Mm.
and your body was about to catch the cold, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it your body knew what it needed in order to prep for healing itself. And this is what happens when you actually listen to your body versus going against
Yeah.
it. You recognize, and then now you can say, "Oh, I was prepping, I was sleepy, and da 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 because I was catching a cold, and my body needed to conserve energy in order to heal itself." So that's such a beautiful thing.
I knew you'd be proud of me. Now, because you're not in our Muslima podcasters group, because Zeba does not like to be in
Mhm.
WhatsApp groups, I
No. And
applaud you
and
for
if
withholding
I
your.
am on a WhatsApp group, please know you're on mute and I maybe go in there once a month or a week. So
Right.
don't think I'm ignoring you.
Yeah, exactly. So in our Muslima podcasters group, I had just recently posed this question, but what is it that you're loving about podcasting right now?
That's an interesting question because there are so many things to love and to not love, to be very honest about it. But for me, I have been introduced to people that I likely would never have met or come across had I not been podcasting. And I feel like that is such an amazing, beautiful gift that I can keep forever. So, of course, we get the benefit of the knowledge that this person is bringing, but we also get the benefit of virtually meeting this person. And we probably, at least for me, I know you're a lot more in touch with the Muslim community and all of the good things. I'm not. So, this gives me an opportunity to kind of really get to know people. And then a lot of the times we stay friends or at least friendly for years, months afterwards. So I feel like my social, because I'm not social, my social experience has definitely broadened in a way that I wouldn't have broadened it had I not been podcasting.
I love that answer so much because it was so thoughtful. My answer for podcasting is that, I think in featuring Muslim women who are sometimes
Mm-hmm.
just happy to work in the shadows and like do their good
Mm-hmm.
deeds because they're just doing it fi sabilillah for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a saying that the person who doesn't thank the creation of Allah does not thank Allah. And this is our way of thanking the creation of Allah and saying,
Mm-hmm.
we see you in the shadows. We're pulling you out of the shadows so that the rest of the Muslim world can see you, at least Muslim mothers, who a lot of times are working in their own silos, especially when the kids are little. And then again, when the
Mm-hmm.
kids are big and they go away. And they feel like they're
Yes.
the only mother going through that situation. So to have mothers coming in and saying, no, this is what's going to happen. This is what did happen. This is what I look forward to in the future or I'm in the same position as you are in that silo with you. Guess what? It's not a silo. And I'm hoping that intention and that action generates good deeds for us that will weigh heavy on our scales. And these days, that's kind of what I'm imagining is, yes, I'm a Libra also, so the scales are very important to me. But, I'm just imagining our scales getting heavy because we are now 272 episodes in, mashallah.
Can
We've
you
been doing this.
believe
I know.
that?
Season 5, baby girl. Season
Oh
5.
my gosh.
So we've done it for so long. I think we're very good at what we do, alhamdulillah. And it's just because we're approaching every single episode and every single guest, every single product, every single service with that intention to weigh our
Yes.
scales on the day of judgment. It's just, that's what's giving me a lot of peace and pleasure in podcasting right now.
I absolutely
I
love
answered
this.
a question you didn't ask, but
No, but I'm glad to know this. And to your point, it's a form of our spirituality, our connection, our contribution to this world. And funnily enough, you always think about the life hereafter, and we're
Yeah.
leaving behind a legacy. Like my grandkids hopefully will have access to this when I'm long gone, and they'll be like, okay, my Gigi is what I want.
They'll be like, what's Instagram, Grandma?
Yeah, what's Instagram? Why are we podcasting? What's going on? So it's a small something that you can leave behind for the future generations. And they can kind of get a glimpse of who you are as a person at a time and place where you were, we're only going to be at this time in this place right now. Right. So tomorrow we're different. The next day we're different. So man, we really went down this like super spiritual path, deep. I love it. And I love, getting to know you, even though we've known each other literally for 4+ decades, mashallah. But always, whenever I podcast, one of the best things for me is knowing that I'll get to see you and chit chat with you. So that's the bonus. So I think we went way over our 90 seconds that we allow other people, but I'm just thinking it's 90 minutes for each of us. So we cheated a little.
90 seconds for each of us. All right, perfect. Well, we can't wait to host our audience in the upcoming Thursday. So tune back in and we'll prep for Ramadan together, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, everybody. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.